the Voice. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
She done came up like that. Yeah. So, bro, I know I'm talking a lot, but man, Mike,
Well,
you
let me
you
ask you
have no
this.
idea, man, that the things
Let me
that
ask
I
you
had to
this.
go
Do
through.
you feel like, okay, first question I have is, are there any executioners that passed away before the film came out?
Yes. And we lost one guy. He wasn't an execution, but he was one of the people that interviewed. He died. Actually got killed earlier this year in February. He died in a house fire. He didn't get to see it, but he wasn't a fighter. He was but he was a great interviewer. And he told me his name is George Hill. But one of the guys that's in it, his name is Stonewall Jackson. He died in '96.
Oh,
But I
96.
talk about him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then we got a couple in prison, one on death row. Um,
Damn.
you know what I mean? Yeah, one of them is on death row.
Did you
And at
attempt
one
to get
time,
did
and
you attempt to get some type of
huh?
like phone interview with him?
The one on death row I didn't get, but the other one in prison I did get. I got one prison interview, and then the one on death row I just talk about him, show his picture, and talk about a little bit about what happened with his case. He killed his girlfriend.
Damn. What? So
Yeah, I
Danny,
think he caught her cheating or something like that. Yeah, he caught her cheating or something and scalded her to death.
damn, cold game.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Bro, these ain't no choir boys.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Right, right.
the story is fucking incredible, Mike. And I'm telling you, man, I everybody that's watched it has liked it. Men and women. This is not just a boxing documentary. It's a human interest story.
Right.
And this is why everybody's liking it, man. I
Well,
can't wait to get it distributed on Tubi.
I know when I shot my film, Wild Irish Rose, I got it in several festivals, right? And I just remember how
Right.
much work it was, just from the beginning concept to writing it to casting it to shooting it, editing it again and again and again. I worked on editing for 6 months, man, on that damn thing. And
Yeah.
I remember the payoff. I remember the feeling I got when I got in that first festival and saw it on the big screen, man. It was like, I feel like it was just like made it all worth it, bro. Have you got to actually see it on screen yet?
Okay. I saw it on the screen myself when I had a screening for myself to screen it. You mentioned film festivals. My documentary has been accepted into 11 film festivals. And and thank you. 11 film festivals. I won awards in 2. And if you see the posters, which I'm going to send you tonight, I got the laurels on the poster. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but because of the pandemic, they wasn't able to have these festivals. So we had got accepted, so they all were virtual. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They all were
damn, that's
virtual.
true. That's true. You couldn't even
Yeah,
hit the circuit like that, right?
right. Because of the pandemic. Because I put most of these in 2019, 2020, and so far I've been accepted to, like I said, 11 film festivals. 11.
That's dope,
And I
man.
don't have connections to those. To get into 11 film festivals,
Man,
bro, come on.
it's not easy because
And
people don't realize,
no,
man, these
they got
festivals,
thousands. They get thousands of
yeah,
submissions.
they get thousands of
They get
submissions.
thousands.
Exactly. Thousands of submissions,
I
man.
was
It's
turned
real.
down, and I was turned down by the one I wanted to get in, unfortunately. But we'll keep it. We'll just say they didn't want it. But the main one I wanted to get in was the one that happens in L.A. Let's put it that way. And they
Oh,
didn't
Pan
accept me.
African?
But it is what it is, huh?
You talking about Pan African?
Pan African. The
Man,
one I thought I was gonna get in. But it's all
damn.
good.
I
Yeah,
worked on a
yeah. I was
film
kind of hurt
project.
about that.
I was a producer on a film. My man John Eddins directed, and we got in Pan African. This is very unique. Why? So I know I respect your 11 festivals because it's hard to get in My Wild Irish Rose got in about 4, and I submitted it all across the country, across the world. So
Right.
getting it to 11 is special. This film I worked on, bro, got into 24 festivals, and the one that was the most proud, sort of, was at Pan African Film Festival, even though it wasn't the biggest.
And that's how I felt, man, because you feel like you want to be in there with the ones with your people.
Yeah.
And as a comedian living in LA, working in LA, you feel like, yo, this is the one I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no beef on it. At first I took it personal, but I said, no, I can't be like that. I got to be better than that. So, but Mike, think about it, Mike. I produced a movie. I produced a movie from the scratch up with my partner, wrote it, directed, edited it, scored it. I got it color corrected. I had to buy a color correction guy. I had to hire a guy to color correct it. I had to hire a sound guy, a sound engineer, to get all the sounds together. I did all of that. And then I got a distribution deal through Tubi TV streaming, which is popular, without a manager, without an agent.
That's dope.
So, come on, man. And I know, I'm telling you, I got my five screenplays are right there on my desk, and my computer's here where I'm writing my new TV show. So it's going to crack, you know what I mean? And that's my goal. I want to create. And again, man, if people only knew, and you know, because you've done it, what it takes to get a project done from start to finish.
Right.
And then at the same time, you got to edit. You got to cut people down. Like, yo, I got to cut my man out of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this was good, but it's too long. It's like I had to do all of that. And so now I'm just waiting for Tubi to. Let me tell you, we got accepted by Tubi, Amazon Prime, and Zumo. But we're going with Tubi first.
Right.
So I got into all of those streaming companies.
Man, that shit is special, man. What made you make that switch, man? Not a switch, but how did you transition from being that guy, being part of this clique of, profound fighters and everything? How did you do that comedy switch, man? What made you get into it?
It's a stand-up?
Stand-up.
Or what switched me from doing comedy and getting into the movie making?
I'm saying, you were an executioner, right?
Right.
Coming out of Philly. And
right.
How did that happen though? How did you get into comedy? What made you even do it?
Oh, well, comedy, okay, what happened was when my mom died, I had to move out of Philly. So I went to live with my brother, God rest his soul, in New Hampshire. So I went to school. I was getting good grades, graduated from high school. I went to college. I got my undergraduate degree in computer graphics. I went to grad school. I got a master's in computer animation. I'm the first African-American, I think we talked about it before, to get an undergraduate degree and a master's in the field of computer animation. While I was in grad school, I was fighting. And because I thought I wanted to still be a professional fighter. But I also wanted to be a businessman and own my own computer animation company. So I did all of the steps leading up to it. While I was in college, I was always social bug, at the parties, pig roast, trying to rap on the mic, all kind of stuff. And while I was in true story, and Mike, I want to show you a music video. Mike, I'm going to show you a music video that I produced. I'm going to show it to you. And I rap it.
Oh my.
I know I ain't you, but I rapped in it. And it was the first project at Ohio State that was interactive, which means I produced the first project at Ohio State that had live action and computer animation. I was the first to do it at Ohio State in grad school. So while I was in school, people kept saying, man, you're a funny dude. And one of my boys said, man, you should be one of my boys, we used to go to a club in Columbus, and he was late. So he got there a little later. We partied every Friday night. And he said, yo, man, I'm sorry I'm late. Me and my girl went to go see a comedy show. He said, Dan, I was watching these dudes. He said, man, you're funnier than those dudes. And I was like, he said, you should be a comedian. And I was like, man, shut your ass up. Because I'm in grad school. This is in the 80s. I'm suited and booted, briefcase every day. You know what I mean? Waves in my hair.
Suited and booted.
All that type of shit. Suited and booted, homie. So when I graduated from grad school in 1990, I decided I was job hunting. So while I was job hunting, I was working odd jobs as waiter. And I said, you know what? I was driving down the street and I saw in the marquee that said open mic night. And I said, man, what? Everybody keeps saying I'm funny. Why not try this comedy thing? Like, I ain't know shit about it. But I had 4 jokes that I always used to talk about.
Oh, you did the open mic
Make a
first?
long story short,
You just tried it in the open mic
I did an open mic. Yeah, what happened was you had to at this competition, they only took 8 comedians, right? But you had to put your name in the hat. There were 16 comics there that night, but they only took 8, and I got picked. Now I'm saying to myself, if I didn't get picked, I might never have came back. So the first time I ever go on stage, I get second place in a comedy competition. And that was it. That was it. I got bit by the bug. People were laughing. They were, and I was like, I want to do this.
Wow.
And the crowd was all white because I started in Columbus, Ohio, and I didn't even used to curse. I started off as a clean comic.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's why I can do all kinds of shows. You know, Mike? That's why I can do church shows, you name it, because I started off clean.
True. So you're saying if they didn't pick you that night, you might not have ever tried it?
Yeah, because I just had the balls to go that night. You know what I mean? I can't say it. And what happened was that night I got second place in the competition. So then 2 weeks later, there was a 6-week competition, the funniest person in Ohio, in Columbus. And whoever won the competition would tour the southern part of Ohio, all the little tiny comedy clubs. You know what I mean? You're making $30 here, $40 here. You got to remember, 30, 40, 50 bucks in 1990, nigga, was cash because gas was only 8 cents a gas. You know what I mean? Don't play with it. Mike, out of the 6-week competition, I won it. I won the competition. And after the end of the night that I won, because they had it like in a bar. It was like one of those bars. Like, what bar in LA would you like? Like, it's like having it at La Louisiana. You know what I mean? They got a stage and, all right, we're going to have a comedy night competition. Like that kind of shit. But in the white club.
Right, La Louisiana type flavor.
I won it. Yeah. And I won it. And when I won it, the people came to me, these 2 white ladies came to me and they said, you know why we kept picking you? Because, people would come each week, you know what I mean? And advance the comedians. And she goes, you know why we kept picking you? People kept picking you? And I was like, why? She said, because each week you came back with new material and everybody just wanted to hear what you had to say. And I won the competition. And that was it, Mike. That was it.
Wow.
That's how it all got started.
Okay, so
and then
you had the bug at that point, and then it was just on. Then
I'm done. Yeah, on. And I hated it, to be honest with you, because I just did 6 years of college. I just, you know what I mean, got my master's degree, and now I'm going to give it all up to try to make people laugh and be happy. And nobody understands that shit, man. Comedians understand, but nobody understands what we give up to do this.
Nobody don't understand it, man. It's like they think it's you don't have a choice in this thing, man. You know what I mean? Because look, Dannon, let's just throw myself in this. You know, I was out the game for a long time, man, thinking I could do other things. And like I said, I shot a film, I was writing, I had did some commercials, I had done some jingle, you know what I mean? I had gone
Yeah,
on tour, opening up on tour, on rap tours and shit. I was doing shit, but it wasn't the
right.
stage. It wasn't the stand up, man. It kept calling my name, man. I felt like Pookie from fucking New Jack
Yeah,
City,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
This fucking
Calling,
shit
yeah,
was calling me, man.
yeah.
It was just calling me, man. And nobody understands. They think it's like a choice that you're built this way, but it's not a choice.
You get picked, man. It's done. And I think that's also why comedians are very sensitive and also very emotional about this game, because we give up a lot to do this. And unfortunately, the industry tries to make it where we're only going to pick a few of you guys to be the face, to make the cash, to be able to be that, to be that upfront person. And I used to get frustrated, but I never blamed the industry, Mike. And I tell this, I never, even to this day, I never, even if I feel a certain way, I never talk about Hollywood publicly, and I never talk bad about Hollywood.
Same with
And
me,
I'm gonna tell
man.
you why.
Same with me,
Because
bro.
I don't talk
There's no
about,
blaming
I don't
of
like to talk.
nothing.
Now I'll discuss the racism. I'll discuss the racism in Hollywood and all that, because I've gone through it, but I don't dog it out, because I always tell people Hollywood did not come to the Ohio State University, knock on my door, and go, "Hey, do you want to go ahead and give up all 6 years of college to come out to LA and struggle for 25 years to be a comedian?" That was my motherfucking choice. You know
You
what I
made
mean?
that choice, son.
So
You made that
yeah,
choice.
I hooked up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You made that choice. So. And it's been times, man, I was like, but you know what, Mike? I always tell people this. Life isn't about living and dying, because as sure as you're born, unfortunately, it's inevitable that we're all going to pass. I said, but life, Mike, is that moment later on in your life where you look back and you don't ever want to say, I wish I would have did this. And I never wanted to be that dude to say, man, I could have been a comedian. I could have been an actor. I could have been a
Facts.
writer. No,
Facts,
no.
facts, facts,
So,
facts, facts.
yeah.
Man, that's what I'm saying,
So,
man. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You gotta decide. You gotta decide on where you. You know, I saw this thing that said, what do you want to be on your tombstone? You know what I mean? Because when you think of your tombstone, it's only a few words that could say that one could even
Right.
put on there. They don't mention, yeah, you went to the liquor store and you went to college and you had a Cadillac and you had this and that. You can't write
Yeah.
all that, man. You gotta simplify your whole shit, man. And this guy was what? You know?
I would say, at the end of the day, all I want people to know is, you know what? I gave it my best shot. I gave it my shot, you know? And even now,
What
Mike,
more can you ask,
when I
man? Really
transition,
though, man.
you can't ask for more. And even right now with this documentary and me trying to get more into the movie making, it's because it ain't because I don't love stand-up. It's because, Mike, I know, I mean, and you've been with me on stage. I know I can bring it. I know there ain't,
Facts.
I can say I'm top 20 in the world, I feel. You know what I mean? In terms of a comedian that can write and be funny. And I've proven it. I've been on stage with the best of them. But I'm not going to let Hollywood or anybody dictate how I eat. If I want to have a steak one night, I can't do that. So
I
I'm
want to
losing
have a
it.
steak one night. They want to
Yeah,
control.
I
Can
want to
you
have my
even
own
have
steak. I
T-bone,
want,
nigga, or you gonna have ribeye?
yeah, you know how motherfucker, hey, Mike, you know how dudes be like, yo, hey, you want to go out, Crystal? Yeah. When I get my check, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go out. When I get my check from this, no, I kept money flowing in from working, and at the end of the day, with the filmmaking, I said, I want to be able to create work for people.
Facts.
I want people to be able to have jobs and be able to express themselves and be funny or be serious, whatever the situation is.
Facts.
And I didn't want, I'm not going to have, also, I just didn't want to be cornered only as a comedian and not given the opportunity to show other talents that I have.
Man, it's beautiful, man. Really, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Really, though, man. It's like,
yeah.
Again, at the end of the day, what really matters, man? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck really matters, man? Damn,
yeah.
Dan. And look, man, I don't. We could go all night and shit, man. I don't want to keep you all night and everything.
No, that's all good, man. I appreciate.
You know, we could talk about this comedy shit forever, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
We could talk about this shit forever.
I appreciate it, Mike, because I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike. Finish your point. I apologize.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I appreciate you, man, because you know we need platforms. You know, I'm trying to start a podcast. Everybody's doing podcasts. Not everybody should have a podcast, but everybody's doing a podcast. But we need our society is so lost, bro. We need to have podcasts where dudes is coming in and saying, look, I'm a funny dude. I'm a comic, but let me kick some science to you right now. Let me kick game to you that's going to get you to this next level. You know, so coming on your show, man, I really, really appreciate you and your audience, man, because you don't get so many shots. You know what I mean? And you want to give it your best. So I appreciate you and your audience, man, for having me here tonight. And man, it's we're about to do it, man. We're about to do it. Bro, my guns is loaded, and I'm just waiting for this documentary to be released so I can just start talking about and sending people to see it, and then hopefully we get the TV show and one of our films, and we just keep it pushing.
Yeah, for real, bro. For real, man. That shit is like, this is it. Like, a lot of people, man, it ain't just about comedy. It's about whatever it is you do in life that drives you, you know? And my feeling about it is the celebration of it and the achievement of it, and everything happens now, man. It's in this moment. You might not get tomorrow. So you have to ask yourself, like, today, if I died tomorrow, did I do what I needed to do today? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I look at it, man.
Did you put the effort in? You know, it's like when I play golf sometimes, bro, and I'm standing on one of the holes and I look around and it's a sunny day and I see the mountains and I'm seeing birds and I'm saying to myself, what makes a motherfucker want to go to prison and spend the rest of his life in jail when all of this beauty's out here? You know what I mean?
Voluntarily,
so it's the same thing.
Motherfuckers be signing up for that shit.
Yeah, like, you know what? Yeah. So I say the same thing about entertainment. You got an opportunity to go for it. Why not? You know what I mean? I don't knock anybody's hustle. I don't knock the YouTube people. I don't knock the TikTok people. I can tell people that, look, man, you know, I'm old school, just want to go ahead and do stand-up and make you laugh and then hopefully write a movie and make you want to look at it. You know, I'm going to survive either way. I can't drive with one car. I like to get a house soon, but other than that, I'm good. You know what I mean? So,
nigga,
hey, man, I just feel like
Atlanta, Texas, Houston.
Yes. Man, hey, you know what? I always tell people this, Mike. You got to live somewhere. So I ain't gonna knock LA no more than I'm gonna knock another place, because I can get down there and be like, you know what? I don't like it. I don't want to move somewhere else. I can move somewhere else. So I always make the best. I make the best of it wherever I'm at. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Damn, man. Well, look, Dannon, man, I just want to thank you again, bro, for checking in with me. Like I said, I just started my season 5. This is my first episode. I'm doing it from the crib. Learning, you know, just how to like manage the show myself and everything. I had fun tonight, man. You know, and then the thing you're doing is important, man, and it's necessary. This filmmaking to me is where the game is. I mean, we do stand up, and that's the whole thing that, you know, connects you to the universe and everything. That's your universal purpose. But as far as us providing for future generations and everything like that, like, these things last forever. When you do this execution project, when this shit gets released, it lasts forever. somebody like
Ever, bro.
500 years from now will be
Yeah.
will search and be like, oh shit, executioners. You know what I mean? So I guess my last question for you tonight is really more tied to like um it's really more tied to like um where do you want it to go? Where do you want this whole project to go? You know what I mean? Like think of the future. Like what is the purpose?
I'm hoping that this documentary will shed light on some guys that really had a chance to do something with their lives and major decisions cost them. And I don't like to be talk the cliche shit like a lot of people do, but
Right.
I hope that a kid and an adult, because I don't like to forget about the adults. People are like, what about the kids, man? No, what about the adults? I hope somebody can look at this and go, you know what? It is about decisions. It is about the forks in the road. And we got to try to make the right ones or it could cost us. So I hope that this can get into the hands of some major people, colleges, people just watch it, and it builds to the point where people come and say, "Who's this guy that made it?" And then from there, I can go, "Hey, let me tell you my story. Let me tell you what's going on." And I got more stories to tell. So I hope to be like Quentin Tarantino, where at first they didn't want none of his stuff, and then when he made the one movie, they brought all of it. So that's my goal. That's my game plan, and I just want to share. You know, what I mean, I just want people to know that I always tell people you can make it, man, if you believe it. You gotta believe. It's nobody's gonna believe in you more than yourself, and then trust me, if you believe in yourself, someone else would jump on board.
Hey, like Mike Jones said, man, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me.
You know, all of them. Yeah.
All right, Danny, man, much love to you, bro.
Much love,
We're gonna do
Mike
this
B. Thank you,
again.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? And you like one of my favorite people in the game, Dan, and for real, man. I like to see you perform. I like how you make people feel, and I like your whole drive and your feeling and your purpose behind everything you're doing, man. For real, bro. So I just want to
I
give you that
appreciate it.
shout out, man, and do your thug thizzle, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when I find out the date that the release of is actually gonna be, I like to, at least come back or at least give you that information so you can tell your people when to look for it on Tubi TV.
Facts, facts, and more facts, man. All right, Dan. Much love, bro.
All right, bro.
Love
Be
you,
good,
man.
Mike.
Holla back.
Love you, man. And holla at your boy when you can.
All right, dog.
Peace.
Holla.
Holla.
My man, Dannon Brown. I mean, Dannon Green, man. Oh, gosh. That was great, man. Me and Dannon go back to 1992, man. I started the Comedy Act Theater, and Dannon was in the house, man. And we did that damn thing every single night, going around the city, going around the town, doing everything. So, shit, man. I was so glad and happy for him for getting his film off the ground during a pandemic. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is King Mike Boogie Supreme Microphone Fiend. Thanks for joining Mike Robertson Boulevard. Yeah, I had a little shaky little show tonight. As far as like, you know, my connections and all that good stuff. But I had a fun time. I'm glad to be out of my little hiatus, man, and I'm glad to see the party people joining me. So listen up, man. Next week I got a super duper hot show. My man Pip is finally coming on the show. Ho, 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 ho. If y'all don't know anything about LA and party culture and the scene and just everything, man, my man Pip's got to be at the top of the list or one of them. And so he's coming on my show next week. We're going to talk about all that. I got so many things coming up. I got Dismos coming. I got some cryptocurrency people coming, man. All types of shit, man. It's ridiculous. So, man, thanks everybody for joining me. and hanging with me and rocking with me and all that good stuff, man. I had a great time. I had a ball. You know what I mean? I could give myself a hand clap. Blocker.
Like my green with crystals like
Folgers. Picking up momentum. So I want to spread this word to you guys, really though, man. Like the word according to Mike, because the thing is, man, you get to decide what you want for your life, man. You get to decide this thing that we live. You get to decide what you feel and what you like and what you don't like and how you act and how you don't act. And everything, man, is up to you. You get to decide. You could smile right now. Facts, and more facts. You can smile right now. It's free. And you can do it, man. So enjoy your life, man. We only here for like a little short time. Feels like a long time, but it's really not, man. So let's enjoy this shit. Smile, have a good time, make other people smile, share love, share enjoyment. Man, there's so many reasons to live, man. There's so many reasons to enjoy. There's so many reasons to like and love, man. That's what I'm all about. Everybody that knows me know I've been doing this shit forever, man. And what people give a F about, I do not give a fat flying F about. Period. Make me smile, nigga. Get out of my face. That's it for the night, party people. Episode number, whatever. I don't even know the number. It's not really quite 200, but it's probably about 180 or something like that. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for joining. Big shouts to Dannon Green for blessing us with the stories and the updates on Executioner. Big ups to my man, Chuck Elder, running Oak Bay. Reminiscing about Biggie Smalls with me and shit. That was pretty cool. And then also my man Farouk, who called in to go over this, critique this nice little whiskey that we've been introduced to lately. And shit, shouts out to Sheena for hooking that up. Shouts out to all the Morris Media folks who follow me and everything. We're going to keep that cracking. And shit, man, that's what it is, man. That's what we do in this party, in this place, man. King Mike Boogie Supreme Microphone Fiend, man. Let's just rock on out, man. Hey, let's rock on out. 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 Rock on out. Rock on out. Hey. I'ma grab the mic right now and rock out. I'ma close the door, show people right out. I grabbed a little bit of whiskey and I poured a glass. Shit, if I drink too much, it'll be on my ass. But I don't have to get in the car and drive the freeway. It's the me way, it's the OG way, it's the King Mike Boogie Supreme way. Hey, yeah. All right, man. I really love you guys, man. We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna keep having fun. And man, hey, man, let's do the damn thing, man.